wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Conservatives and Republicans are now talking about how the working man is getting screwed over, and low wages, and our wages are not keeping up with inflation, and all this other stuff. What? I thought y'all loved that shit. We've been complaining about that since Reagan started screwing us over. Why are y'all now just coming up with this? Dude, Occupy Wall Street. I'm dumbfounded. What the hell? Liberals and Democrats have been fighting this for decades. And now y'all want to jump on board and go, oh man, yeah, we're getting screwed over. No shit, Sherlock. Y'all just now catching on? We've been saying this for decades, dude. Decades. But now, okay, so y'all now saying the rich and elite are screwing over the working man, and y'all's solution is to elect a millionaire who's never worked a day in his life, who inherited all his wealth, to change things. The guy who is famous for stiffing his contractors and not paying his bills and filing bankruptcy repeatedly. You think that guy is gonna help you? The fuck kind of shit you smoking? How? Please explain to me how you think a multi-millionaire con artist is going to even try to help you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. How do you imagine that to be true? This man who famously does not pay his bills, does not pay his workers, does not pay people who do work for him, who still hasn't paid many of his lawyers. How are y'all still claiming to be the party of law and order when you supported the January 6th attempt to overthrow the government and are still rallying behind the criminal behind that? How? I don't understand how. And before you say, oh, but Hunter Biden, if Hunter Biden's guilty of something, investigate him, lock him up, convict him, throw away the key. That's how it should work. Hillary, y'all gonna say Hillary, aren't you? Yep. Hillary, been investigated a million ways to Sunday. Nothing concrete has been found. Republicans have investigated her 6 ways from Sunday. Ain't nothing convictable been found. Nothing. Drop it already. As far as Donald Trump on January 6th, we saw it live on TV. Saw it live on TV. You can't go back and gloss over the shit we all saw. So, man, dude is a criminal and a threat to our democracy, and you are behind him. You want to be ruled by a fascist government. And that is just disturbing. You want fascism. If it were really a choice between fascism and socialism, I'd still go socialism. I do not want fascism. I don't want some dude, one person, telling me what I can and cannot do. The only thing liberals are saying you can't do is fuck with other people. Don't hurt anybody else. Do what you want as long as you don't hurt anybody. Now, a lot of you really want to hurt other people because you don't like other people. You don't like what they do. You don't like what they say. You don't like whatever. You don't like the books they write. So you want to ban books. You want to prevent people from getting hired. You want to stop people from doing all kinds of things just because you don't agree with it. They ain't hurting anybody. They're out there doing their own thing, not hurting anybody else, but you want to stop it because you don't understand it, you don't like it, whatever. That ain't freedom. That ain't freedom. You're not for freedom. You're for enforcing your values on everybody else. And that's wrong. And that ain't what the United States of America is about. The United States of America is about freedom. And that means as long as you ain't hurting anybody, do whatever you want. As long as you ain't out there beating somebody up because they love someone you don't approve of. I mean, what harm's it going to do you if... Yep. So I don't understand y'all how you oh yeah, freedom, except for all these other people. They don't get freedom. That ain't how freedom works. Freedom only works if you ensure everybody else has the same amount of freedom as you do. Everybody else has to have the same amount of freedom. Otherwise, we're not a free society. Do you understand that? I don't think you do. Y'all want to impose your religion on everybody else. You want to write laws based on your religion. Well, we have freedom of religion in the United States. And the only way to keep that is to make sure everybody else has that same freedom too. As long as you don't hurt anybody else. Don't hurt anybody else. Free to do what you want. But man, y'all just now catching on that Reaganomics, trickle down, don't work, and it's screwing over the working man. But somehow y'all thinking, oh, this born rich, inherited wealth businessman whose only real successful business has been a reality TV show is going to help you and protect you and stand up for you. Even though his entire career has been based on fleecing you and fooling you and not paying you and screwing you over. But now he's going to help you. You living in a trailer park and sending money to this millionaire to help pay his bills. How does that make sense to you? How does a millionaire begging for money to help pay his bills, I mean, y'all, is that clicking for you? Uh, I don't know how else to put it. A millionaire begging for money to help pay his bills, and y'all are thinking, yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna send him some money. I'm gonna have to skip a couple of cheeseburgers and maybe not feed my dog for a week, but I'm gonna send that millionaire money. Jeez, people, y'all don't make no sense. Y'all don't make no sense at all. You can't complain about the system and then prop the system up or vote for the system. Donald Trump is the system. He is the culmination of the system that's been screwing over the working people for decades. Go and look at the video from Legia that I've just posted on Facebook. Facebook.com/Bobby Kearan. Kearan. Bobby, because some of you people can't spell.